What's going on, boys and girls? Bert Cat 8 here. You can call me Joey. Most people do. Wonderful stuff going on in the post office. A lot of retirements. A lot of... you had a girl quit on us. So, I mean, getting some of the cancer people out of our post office. Our post office is really pretty darn good. There's a few people that... There's one that's retiring in December. And there's this girl that quit. Or the cancers. And she was the kind of person that was dictating the office, and she's not even a full-time regular yet, so I couldn't do another 20 years of her anyway. People show their true colors after a while, and she was just the malcontent. Didn't like anything, didn't like anybody. Whatever, gone. See you later, 25-year-old. You're never gonna work for the government again. Can't. Once you quit the government, you don't ever get to come back. That's the one thing with the government. You just won't. They won't let you back no matter what it is. So go sit home and do nothing. Don't care. Anyways, I got some cards to show. All Spectra Hall of Fame autos. 9 of them. I got one more incoming, and then there's one I don't have, and I'm going to plead to you at the end here to help me out, help me find one, if I can find one. And it's, I mean, I have seen them. It's just that I'm at the wrong place, the wrong time. So let's start off with a Kansas City Chief, number 34 out of 50, and I believe he looks like an offensive lineman. I believe so. Don't know much because he finally got in 2013 class. This is the last class that they put in these cards, was the 2013 class. Excuse me. And it's a Chief, and it looks like, boy, I don't know, but it says right here he's a heavyweight wrestling champion at Arizona State, so he was very athletic. So for the Kansas City Chiefs, Curly Culp. I'm guessing offensive line, but what do I know? J.W. Smitty 80 LMK on that one. I will have to learn more, and that's part of the fun of doing the set too. I learned all the old schoolers. This one guy I was not familiar with either. He looks like a defensive back. He has interceptions, and I don't know if he's a corner or safety. But for the St. Louis Cardinals, and you'll notice the theme here, there's another St. Louis Cardinals card coming up. And I hope I'm saying this right, Roger Warely. So he was inducted in 2007. So very nice looking card there. This was the one that was like all of a sudden this is the one that took the longest to show up after Spectra broke. It took about a couple of weeks before we seen one of these. Now there's a bunch of them. It's how it goes sometimes. Next one, I probably paid a little much on this one, but that's okay. I really just getting them was part of the fun and finding them. Signed a little off to the side of this card, kind of like Jim Kelly did with the Bills, but number 24 of 50, inducted in 2001. Boy, that was that long ago. But Marv Levy, the coach for the Bills. So excellent. Excellent. Much respect for Marv Levy. Very, very football-minded person, and I respected the way he coached his teams. He was always in it. Always. There's no game that they couldn't come back from, or they always had a chance. That team was just a really good team. 4 Super Bowls in a row, but not winning them, but still. I showed one lion before, and I showed the Dick LeBeau the last video. Here's the second lion of the release, and this is the last lion on our checklist. We only have 3. So it would be the Dick LeBeau, Barry Sanders, and this guy. Number 16 out of 50. Lem Barney. And this guy, it says back here, was your Deion Sanders of the day. He did punts, kicks, so he must have been cornerback. So very nice, good autograph. I don't know how old he is, but he looks very, he was a class of 92. Boy. But very nice looking autograph there. Very happy with that autograph. The other St. Louis Cardinal, everyone's going to know who this is because he's an announcer. I don't think he's a terrible announcer. I don't think he's the best announcer, but I don't think he's the worst. Number 32 out of 50, who also played offensive line for the St. Louis Cardinals, Dan Deerdorf. When he still had the stash. The porn stash. And this is one of my favorite releases that we had of these 15 cards. There were so many offensive linemen in this go round. It's still the one we don't have, which I know is coming next time, because I was told at National that they were just signing him just then. Was Anthony Munoz. So I'm so happy. But look at it, Dan Deerdorf, next guy. Look at this. I can't get over how much happy that I am with this release. This is the Joey release. So happy. These guys are getting their recognition and they're signing, which is great. I think it's fantastic. Number 30 out of 50 from the 2013 class, the last class before when they made the set, on the checklist. Jonathan Ogden. This is my era. I love Jonathan Ogden. We had Larry Allen before in my last video. Dan Deerdorf. Jonathan Ogden. Why? Why? Because I love it. What? Love this stuff. Offensive lineman autos are great. Hall of Fame offensive linemen don't get any recognition. I love to give them their recognition. I love Jonathan Ogden. The only Raven in the set. We have Colts. But he was the only Raven announced. They will put probably in Ray Lewis, when they extend the set, which they are doing. So there will be more Ravens. Only other Raven I think that inducted was Ray Lewis. Don't quote me on that though. Since 2013. Next one was a guy that played on the 72 Dolphins in the perfect season. What up, Brad Smith? From class of 93. And I believe he was defensive line. I'm pretty sure he was in that defense. The no-name defense. That's why I don't even know. So I think this is the no-name defense guy. 27 out of 50. The no-name defense that went undefeated. Larry Little. Awesome. See, this is the kind of stuff that, yes, it was the no-name defense. People don't know about the no-name defense because they didn't have no name. So now we're talking offensive linemen. Oh, thank you, very Larry Little. My era offensive lineman. Yes, I had to face this. I didn't have to face. My team had to face him twice a year. But mucho respect, much respect for this guy. He was very, very good, very, very good. All these offensive linemen just get me just so excited. Number 8 out of 50. I just get this one in today. Class of 2009. Randall McDaniel. Oh my God. Could you imagine all in this release sticking all these offensive linemen together in one team? Randall McDaniel. Not the biggest, not the widest, not the heaviest, but the most technical blocker that I've ever seen. He didn't have to have all the physical tools. He had all the mental tools. He had technique. He made his living on technique. He wasn't going to plow you over and pancake you. He made his living on technique. Then the last card is a Packer. So, very happy. This one, I've seen many of his cards for this set that go off card. He's elderly now. But another Packer in here, and I'm so happy to get it. I only have one other card of this guy, and now I have two. Oh, this one's from my set. Number 27 out of 50. All on card, which is half the battle. Jim Taylor, a fullback. Yes, when fullbacks were the main running backs for your team, not your halfbacks, but your fullback. Paul Hornung was our halfback too at the time. These guys played together in the same backfield. That team was good. That team was good. So that's all I have for you. I have one more coming in, and that's the Ricky Jackson. The one I do not have yet is the Bruce Matthews, another offensive lineman. So please be on the lookout for a Bruce Matthews for me if you see any that are within reason. I'm trying to get one for anywhere from $30 to $40, maybe even less if I'm lucky, you know. So Bruce Matthews, please, another offensive lineman, which I'm just over the moon about. So that's all I have. So after I showed 4 before, those are 9 of them now. So only 2 more: the Ricky Jackson, the Bruce Matthews. And I'm done with this release. And I did fairly well. I thought I did pretty good on prices. So awesome. The only one I overpaid for was that Jim Taylor. But it's super ultra PC. So thanks everybody for watching. I love you guys. Take care. See you soon.